Hello, welcome to a new unboxing and testing. Today, with great pleasure, I will introduce a new great car. Okay, today is the FS Racing Baja Buggy. Okay, this is not a toys. Okay, this is a real car sold by Banggood. So it's a 1/10 scale. It's a 4-wheel transmissions, and as you can read, you have the full features there. So you have a metal gear setups, okay, full ball bearings, you have an anti-roll cage design, and very nice tires, and wow, this first review will be for the brushed version. So in the second part I will also review the brushless setup, so I will upgrade this car with this brushless setup. So actually is the first version, which is in an almost ready to run versions, is shipped with the ESC for brushed motors up to 320 ampere, okay, and the associated motor is 540 size up to 20,000 tours per minute. So what you will find in the box? The car itself. Wow, what's a nice, beautiful car, really professional design. Okay, so you can immediately feel that the car is very well manufactured with very good attention. So for example, you will find and the chassis in complete carbon chassis, okay, so a lot of screw, it's very solid, etc. You will find also this carbon part on the front shock system, okay. You will find so anodized shock absorber in order to be waterproofed, okay. So all the car is supposed to be waterproofed, so you will find the receiver box is waterproof, etc. The SC is waterproof, etc. So this is a great design. The suspension, well, by the way, is still in plastic, okay, but a very strong one, very large one, okay. So the metal bone there is in the metal, okay, and you will find in each part some bolts, heads everywhere, here, of course, metal bone there, and the ball bearing in every rotation part. Okay, so if I open, already remove the clips, the car, okay, we'll have a close-up of the car. So first you will find a large battery bay, compartment where you can install a large LiPo battery. So it's announced to work with NEMH LiPo, so to 7 to 2 volt, but it's working very well also with LiPo battery. So I already installed a 2200 milliampere battery, okay, so you have enough places, I guess, to install up to 4000 4 ampere battery LiPo without any problems. So you can feel, you can see that there is a roll cage, okay, avoiding to crash, to damage the interior part of your car. It's very solid. You can feel it. You can also see that the main shaft in metal, you can see in the blue, and the blue part is protected by a carbon radio tray, like you can see here. Is very efficient. Okay, the servo installed is announced to be up to 4 kilos. There is a servo there up to 4 kilos. Okay, and you can feel that every part is very well designed. Especially, for example, you have some small spring for the to lock the steering system to the chassis here, and well, you have some rod there with ball heads everywhere. So well, you can feel it's confident. The chock, of course, are oil, okay. What you will find in the box is these clips. If you want to make more stronger, more harder your shock, you just insert some clips, okay, there, okay, you and you can make your spring more harder if you want it. Okay, in the same. So you have a set of I guess 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, yeah, 10 clips like this in order to make your spring more harder. Okay, so here you will find the brushed ESC with a waterproof logo. Okay, there. And initially the car was shipped with a different type of connector, so I got only some TD LiPo, so I soldered in a TD connector instead. So if there is an heatsink on the ESC, it's waterproofed, as said. Okay, and now if I can make a zoom on the motor, this is a 440 type, okay, announced to be 20T, so I guess spinning up to 20,000 tours per minute, okay, and you can see that the pinion of the motor is protected by a plastic anti-dust system, so it's good to protect the transmission, the first part of the transmission system to the differential part. Okay, so if I can make a zoom, you can see that the big gear is in plastic. Okay, so it means that only the bevel part is in metallic. Okay, inside everything is in a metal. Okay, except this part. Okay. So, but it's very easy to access. You have to unscrew, I guess, this 4 screw there, and you can access to this gear. Now, if I continue on the rear part, you will find also a carbon part to attach system to attach the shock system. So it's very solid. Here again, you will find some longer oil shock. Okay. So here, if you want to clip also some E-clips in order to make shock system more stronger. The rear suspensions are in plastic also, but very large. I will estimate to 4 or 5 millimeters, even more. So it seems to be quite solid. Okay. It would be perfect if they were also in a metal part or a carbon one, but it's already not bad. And if I continue on the rear part, you will find inside the differential cup there, they are in metal, and all the system inside the gearbox are in metal, so it's good. So it means that you will have a longer longevity like this. Don't forget to, of course, regularly clean and check all these parts. Okay, so now I will focus more on this box. I said that this car is sold in IRR system, so almost ready to run. So you have to insert a receiver. So the FS car is probably associated to Fly Sky. Okay, so the Banggood package offered to ship this car when they sold in exterior ready to run with some Fly Sky receiver and transmitter. So I already installed the Fly Sky receiver. So this is a 3-channel one. Okay, it's very teeny. So thanks to this box, you can the receiver is completely protected from the water. Okay, so you have to lock it with these 2 clips, and the associated transmitter sold in the air ready to run version is this one, which is the Fly Sky FS GT2B. Okay, so it's a very nice 3-channel transmitter. Okay, and you can find the 3rd channel button there. And the first thing you have to do when you receive this car is to bind this to make a pairing between this receiver and this transmitter. So how to proceed? So first you have to remove the connector. So the one you have to plug in the VCC, this is the first on this part, the VCC, the ESC connector, like this. And with the receiver, you will receive this bind connector, okay? So you will insert in the second position from top, like this, okay? And now you will start the ESC by turn on the ESC like this, and in the same time, sorry, I have to plug first of course, the LiPo battery. Okay, like this. So you can hear the beep, and on your transmitter, press the bind button and start on the transmitter. And you can see that the receiver, the red light is become to be solid. Okay, that means that now they are talking each other. So once this binding procedure is done, you can reconnect the channel 1 and channel 2 correctly. I will make another experience because this transmitter is costing approximately $40. So if you want, you can use another FlySky protocol compatible. For example, this transmitter is coming from a RC boat, the FT007, and is working perfectly with this transmitter, and it costs only something like $12 or $14. So you can save some money if you don't want to spend a lot of money in this kind of transmitter. So I will show that it's working perfectly. So I will start the car, and when I switch on, the light becomes solid, so it means that it's working. So I switch off the SC, the transmitter, and now I will show that it's working. So the SC must be now plugged in channel 2, while the steering in channel 1. Okay, when this job is done, you can start the DSC and start the car, and you will hear the beep, and after a few seconds you can see that it's working. Okay, and then in a few seconds also this beep will stop to emit. Okay. Okay, when I will restart the rebinding procedure because I forgot to press all the magnitude of the turning during the binding with the FlySky. So I restart again. It is very fast. So here on the top VCC, I will insert the bind. Put bind on the second one. We start the ZSC, we start the transmitter. Okay. Now I play with this like this. Okay. Now I turn off the ZSC, turn off the transmitter, remove this part, insert in the second position in channel 2, and this one and channel 1. Okay, turn on the car, turn on the transmitter. Okay. Okay. You have to, when you do a binding, you have to put the central position. Okay. So, but it's working with this kind of remote control. So now I will use the original transmitter. So I will restart the procedure like this. Okay, and tap the bind. Bind. Okay, now I will start with this transmitter. Start the ZSC, press the bind button first and switch on. Okay, the LEDs become solid, is binded. Always turn off the SC of the car first, always, always, always. Okay, insert. Now I will remove the bind connector, insert in the channel 2 and the steering in channel 1. Okay, turn on the AZSC and turn on the car. Okay. You can see now it's binding and it's working very well. So it was the binding procedure of the car. So always turn off the car first, okay? Because if not, the car is entering in fail-safe mode, and by default you will make a backward movement. So turn off the car first and after the transmitter. So this is the binding procedure. So you can now add, if you want, the third channel. Well, if you want to turn on the lights, so the car will activate these four nice the two lights. Each of them, each of the two lights is using the four LEDs like this. So you can drive by night. It's working well. Okay, and now I will turn on the car like this and the transmitter, and re-put the transmitter. Put again the transmitter in the receiver box like this. Okay. Okay. Be aware to not break or cut by accident any wire. So you have some kind of small part where you can install the wire. Okay, it seems to be nice like this. Okay, like this, and put again the two clips like this. One and the other one. Sorry. So basically, this car is a real one, very professional design. With you can feel that they pay a lot of attention in all the small details. So compare, for example, to any entry cars from Double Toys like this. If you had such kind of car, you can feel that this model is much more professional one. You can feel this is a real car. One you can of course have a separated receiver and transmission, and not a full inclusive all parts in the same board. So if you want, for example, to change your receiver for a FrSky system or whatever you want, you can. So definitively this car is sold something like $115 with the shipping in Banggood. So without any receiver and transmitter and a battery. So the receiver is very cheap, something like $7 or $8. As I show, you can use, for example, FT007 transmitter if you don't want to spend a lot of money in a real FlySky transmitter. So basically, these brushed versions cost approximately $125 with the shippings. Of course, if you prefer to have a brushless systems, so it would be in the second part of the review, I will exchange the ESC and the motors to a brushless systems. So by the way, with the full ready-to-run version of the brushed systems, this car is sold something like $145, something like this, and the brushless system with full ready-to-run versions is sold close to $200. So basically, this car is very well designed, very solid, This car is scaling something like 1 kilo 3 without the LiPo battery, so had 200 grams more for with one, and you can feel that it's a very solid one. So I like it very much. I can feel that it's not a toy at all, and the maintenance will be very easy because all parts can be accessed very easily. Okay, and you can feel that it robust to water, robust to dust, etc. So you will have a lot of fun in off-road condition. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this review, and if you like it, subscribe my channel. Bye bye.